In this video, I'm going to show you what I made to improve the cuts I make with my chainsaw sawmill. All manufacturers direct you to screw a board to the top of the log to make the first cut. But you are screwing a flat board onto a rounded log, and I found it tended to be unstable, and I had to worry about hitting the screws as I cut the log. Here's what I came up with to greatly improve not only the first, but all subsequent cuts. The idea was to start with a 2x8 or a 2x10. Have a board coming out the side, another board at a 90-degree angle going down the side, but also cut some boards into wedges to prevent the log from rolling or moving. What I found was the 2x10 I had weighed about 40 pounds, so I changed the idea to use an aluminum extension ladder. I bought 8 3/8 by 2.5 inch lag screws, 2 3/8 by 3 inch carriage screws, 10 washers to go along with them, and 2 nuts. I used a 2x4 I had laying around that was 22 inches long, so I cut it in half and have 2 11-inch 2x4s to connect to the ladder. I did that by drilling 2 holes in the ladder and connecting the 2x4 to the ladder with 2 of the 3/8 inch by 2.5 inch lag screws. I put the 2 2x4s connected to the ladder 4 feet apart. Then I used 2 more 3/8 by 2.5 inch lag screws to connect a 1x4 to the opposite end of the 2x4s that were connected to the ladder. I cut a groove or a slit into the 1x4 so that I could adjust the height. And the idea was complete. Then I just had to attach a board to the sawhorses. I ended up using a 2x2 that I had around. I drilled a hole in the center of it, put the carriage bolts through the groove in the 1x4 and through the hole I cut in the 2x2. The ladder creates a roughly 12-inch wide surface to run the chainsaw sawmill down to cut the board, and it is a very solid surface. After I made the first cut, I lowered the guide down and the edge of the ladder came into contact with the flat part of the log I just cut. I made the second cut, but it wasn't that even. So the next time I moved the log over so that the rungs of the ladder were all in contact with the board, and that gave me a far more even cut. As you can see here, it creates a board that is very uniform in thickness.